Well, we were throwing around titles for the longest time, trying to decide which piece would best suit the time of year that we were aiming for, the audience, and my sensibilities, and Montreal in 2008. Its issues are still very much at the forefront. The fractured family, the issues of homosexuality, the issues of illness, the issues of mendacity, both in the smaller family circle and the larger societal circle. In my opinion, Tennessee Williams was at least 50, 60 years ahead of his time.
In something like Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, everyone has some reference point to it. You're restrained up to a certain point by the playwright's wishes and the general perception of a certain piece, but at the same time I actually find that really, really interesting, because then that allows you to sort of have to think even harder and to find really, really creative solutions.
Right. We started looking at it from a structural, dramatic point of view, and thought about how we can sort of structure it and make it fit for this space. Because this is a very particular space here at the Segal Center. You start to go through the play and mark and highlight certain moments that need to actually be seen by everybody. Then there are certain scenes that are a little bit of toss away, where somebody can disappear for like 2 or 5 seconds, then come back into a scene. And some people can see and some people don't. But that kind of makes it kind of interesting. So you start to play that off.
You have rising and falling action, and people are following an issue that comes to a head, and then it dies down again, and then another one comes up, and so on and so forth. But in Tennessee Williams, everyone's on their own little track. Right. Everyone's on their own rising and falling action. So you've got people doing these different sequences, and every now and then they'll join together into a common climax, as I call it. And then it's really, really, really powerful.
Poetic realism is where you're taking actual realistic elements and juxtaposing them with other elements to give an overall emotional and psychological effect. Rather than creating a realistic room where we've got realistic walls here. We don't have realistic walls. We have a sense of walls, as opposed to doing real walls with real continuous molding all the way around.
Right.
That's a box set. And traditionally the show has been done as a box set, and that was something that both Greg and I did not want to do. We wanted something more environmental and something more psychological. Hence, the louvers in different angles help to give a certain psychological unbalance.
Yeah, a collaborative project that theatre is, collaborative art form, you have to enter into it as a learning experience.
On some degree, I think it's important to recognize and reference the past, but to also not be afraid to try and take it into a new place, and to invite the audience to understand the story in a new light.
If you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going. It's as simple as that.